how to replace your temperature sensor on a 99 Toyota Camry. It might be the same way with other vehicles. I'm not sure. Check your manual. But for a 99 Camry, I'm changing the temperature sensor. This is the brand new temperature sensor. And for this car, you're going to need a 19 millimeter wrench. Now, I tried using this side, but this side is not really effective. I found it better to use this side. So what you do with this, you take this side and stick it in the plastic part, and then when you get it to that, then you turn. Like when you're taking it off, then it should be good. And then do the same thing when you're putting it on. You put it back in the box. Don't want it to get damaged. I was told after doing that to reset the computer without a scanner. I was told that you could just unplug both battery terminals, turn the AC on high, and then I think turn the light, your headlights on high, super high. And then I think supposed to leave it for like 10, 15, or 20 minutes for it to drain out all the current, and that's supposed to reset your computer. Now, I'm not sure if it's true or not. If you don't feel confident in doing so, I mean, you can try it. And if it still don't do nothing, then you could just take it to a shop and have them use a OBD2 scanner to erase and reset your computer. Or you can go and buy an OBD2 scanner yourself and plug it in to the port, the OBD2 port that's under here. And then you go to the process on resetting your computer. I don't know how to do the process yet because I don't have an OBD2, but you can do it from an OBD2 scanner. So let's give it a try and take the sensor out. The sensor, follow your radiator hose all the way to the back, and your sensor is going to be, see, your radiator. Follow the top radiator hose, no matter what car you got. Follow the radiator hose all the way to the back. Once you get to the back and reach this, then the sensor, see this green thing? This is the sensor. Use this part. Use that part and stick it in. I think I was turning it the wrong way. turn it counterclockwise. And then once you get it loose enough, you turn it with your hands. Now they say replace the gasket, but I don't think I have a new one. I don't know if the new one came with a gasket. But this is the old temperature sensor. See, goes right there. This is the old temperature sensor. Ain't no telling when's the last time it's been changed. And the new one. And it's the new one. Alright, so because I do not have a new gasket, I'm going to try to wipe off the old one, try to clean it up a little bit. gasket back. How you doing?
I'm alright.
Good. Actually, try to wipe this off before you put it back on. Wipe it off. Around. Like that. What I didn't want to happen. Drop the freaking gasket. Oh, it's right there. Try this again. Let me get the new one. Let me see if I have another one. Hold up. put it on without the gasket, but don't do like me. Make sure you don't lose the gasket like I did. Thread it with your hands. Thread it with your hands tight enough. You thread it with your hands when it's tight enough. With your hands, then you take the wrench. See how easy it is? Using the opposite side of this, we easily just slip in. Okay, see it's almost done. Make it nice and snug. You don't want to tie it too much. That should be good. That's good. You take it out. Before I plug that up, disconnect the battery. Now what I have on is a 13mm. after you disconnect both terminals, positive and negative. And then this is tight. Then this. Plug it back up. Click it back in after the terminals is disconnected. This on, and then they say turn your high beams on. They say turn your high beams on, and then turn that on all the way to deplete, well, they say to deplete all the current and everything out of the car. So they say to reset the computer. So they say leave it, like leave the high beams on high and leave that on high for about 15-20 minutes. So it's 11 o'clock right now. So 11:15 or 11:20, we'll hook the batteries back up. Well, Google said to disconnect the battery terminals and leave it disconnected for about 3 minutes, and Google said this should erase the memory on the computer. So instead of leaving it for 15, 20 minutes, 80 minutes, 1,000 minutes, whatever the case may be, we're just going to leave it for 3 minutes. So we have 2 more minutes to go, if I'm correct. Yeah, so after you take the old temperature sensor out, like I showed you, and then put the new temperature, remember, you have to disconnect the harness first before there's gonna be a harness that's connected to this. So you disconnect it first, and then you're gonna be left with this, and then you use the 19 millimeter and slide it through here and make it connect here, and then you start turning counterclockwise and keep turning with your 19 millimeter wrench. I don't know if other vehicles is going to have the same 19 millimeter or if other vehicles is going to be different, but make sure you check to see the correct size of this that you need before you get started. So once you get the right tool and then you're able to unscrew this and take this out, man, how bad it looks. Yeah, so once you take it out, you want to take the gasket out. If you have a new gasket, then that's awesome. Wipe down the thing first and then put the new Well, you probably shouldn't wipe the thing first, because I don't know, if you're able to wipe the thing down and put the gasket on and then put this back on with your hands without the gasket falling and losing it, then, do that. Do that. And after you take the new, make sure your battery's disconnected, positive and negative. Put this on high, turn your lights on, put the new one back on, screw it in. First hand tighten it. After hand tighten it, once it gets, snugged enough with your hand, then you take the 90 millimeter, slide it through, turn it the rest of the way. And you keep turning, keep, until it's nice and snug. You don't wanna tighten it too much, but you don't want it to be too loose. So just keep doing it with your wrench until it's nice and snug. After that, you let your car, you know, after that, you let your car sit for 2-3 minutes. After 2-3 minutes, you connect your battery back up, start your car up, and you should be good to go. It may take a few minutes for the computer to register. It may take a few hours. I don't know the exact length of time that it's going to take for the computer to register the new sensor. Alright? So thank you for watching. And I hope you learned. Man, these freaking bugs, bro. Yeah, so I hope you learn how to do this yourself. Hope you learn how to do this yourself. Save you money on, taking it to a shop or the dealer that's going to charge your arm and a leg. Alright. Stay focused, stay strong, stay blessed.